You'll never believe what day it is. It's August 3rd, and we're doing another late monthly reset. Yay! A lot has changed, as if you've seen my video of me ranting. I've been learning myself a little bit more. I'm on like a self-exploration journey, and I feel like 27 has gifted me that of knowing myself a little bit better, learning myself a little bit better. I'm learning that I really need simple routines and simple tools to help me with my routines and habits. So the more simple, the better for me. So I've been using the Notes app to plan out my months recently, and it has been working. So we're gonna get into it. The best system and the best tool is the one that works for you. Okay, it runs on iCloud storage so that everything can sync on like all my devices and stuff. And my iCloud storage is always full, so I have to keep clearing out my iCloud storage. So that's the only thing. Other than that, I have these different categories. So I have daily life, health and fitness, self-care, goals, relationship, modeling and acting, content, finances. You guys can read. And then I have one for work, and this is nice to keep everything in one place. I love how the Notes app, the reminders app, and the calendar app all sync and work together. So if I input a date here, August 4th, I can add it into my calendar, so that's really nice. So everything syncs up nicely, and then my reminders show up on my calendar. It's beautiful. All right, so this is how I set up my goal pages in the Notes app. So I just put the title, which is whatever month goals. I just have these hearts here to make it look a little bit more cute, you know what I mean? And then I add in a picture that I want to represent July. How do I turn this shit into light mode? Sorry, there's gonna be a lot of like intermissions in this video. It's been a minute and I don't have my systems down. We gonna get it together, believe me. So the way I set it up is mantras. These are things that I like want to repeat to myself on a daily basis, weekly, whatever, and just remember. These are just mindset shifts. And then I have project focus after that, and this is basically like I have different projects that I want to work on throughout the year in my yearly goals. So I'll pick one to work on for the specific month, and I'll just focus on that one project. And then I have goals, just 3 goals for the month that you want to do. Nothing crazy, just pick 3 things, goals that you want to focus on that bring you closer to your quarterly goals or yearly goals, however you choose to do things. But I just have 3, and clearly I only did 1. Yeah, I didn't finish that, and I didn't finish that. So, and these don't even take that. I mean, this has been taking me forever, y'all. I've been trying to work on this social media Notion dashboard forever, and I feel like I'm like to the point where I just need to post it out because it's getting really perfectionistic, overthinking a lot with how I want the layout to be. But it's so good though, like that's why I'm gonna put it out. And then my Upwork profile, this is something I'm not sure about yet, and now I have 2 jobs, by the way, but I'm not opposed to doing freelancing. It's just what am I gonna be doing that's freelancing, if that makes sense. So how did my hair fall this much? So the next section I have is to-dos. This is kind of like where I put right now. This is what's been working for me. For now, I keep my to-do, like running to-do list here in my monthly pages on my Notes app. So this is where I keep all my work tasks, personal tasks. Like anytime I have something come into my head that I need to do, I'll put it in either here or I'll write it down and then I put it here. So I have a bunch of work tasks that I just simply check off, and then I leave the checked ones here so I see what I did throughout the months. So I have work tasks, personal tasks, and that's it. Underneath that, this is something that I started doing this year too that I love, and it's helping me. We'll try to keep on track and stuff. I have something that's called maintenance tasks, and this is just stuff that happens on the monthly or daily or weekly basis, whether it's every day, every week, or every month. These are just tasks that are reoccurring. So this for me might look like taking a low cost or free class or course, or attending a networking event, because as you guys know, I'm on, or may not know, I'm on like a career exploration journey, which has been stressful, but it's also good at the same time. I'm just like wanting to learn about different industries, because I did go to school for digital media management, which is like media, marketing, advertising, but I just haven't had really the best time like finding work in that field. I feel like I'm kind of shifting, like maybe I should change industries and stuff like that. So I just want to do work that I am passionate about and that I care about, and not just for a paycheck. Okay, next I have my habit focus. So I just have 3 here. I didn't even fill out a 3rd one for July. July was kind of funny. It went too fast for me. It went really fast. Yeah, but I honestly, if you could do one, do one. Intentions now. There's certain things that I want to work on that I'm not really like focused on, like tracking, like I haven't. One of those things, I just put this, so this is going in August too, but it's to improve my posture. And I'm not gonna lie, I was inspired by Love Island, Olandria, and also what's the other girl in UK? Yeah, I forgot her name. I stopped watching the UK season. I can't, which we could talk about later. But after that, I have my wins, which is like one of my favorite things that I've been doing too, and it's so easy. That's why I like using the notes app, because if I do something, I can just quickly put it in my phone, add it as a win, and move on. And it's not overly complicated, you know what I mean? Overly aesthetic to the point where I'm working on the aesthetics more than what I'm supposed to be doing. And then when you scroll all the way down, I have experiences. And this is just something too that I like to track now. Like, you don't remember what you did like last Thursday, you know what I mean? You remember the experiences that you had, or like the moments that you had. So like at the end of the month, I'll just copy all my wins and experiences and I put it into a yearly notes page where I have it like per month. We're gonna go through August now and plan our August. First things first, we need to reflect. And you know, normally I would just say get into the planning, but it is good to reflect a little bit and see what was going on. We kind of just did that, but I want to show you guys my reflection page in Notion. So this is what my 2025 Notion dashboard is looking like. I never really finished it, I'm gonna be honest. I do want to use this more, but I just haven't gotten to it. I more so use Notion as like a place to hold information rather than like track tasks and stuff. All right, so right now we're going to my reflection page. Then I separate it by weekly reflections, monthly reflections, quarterly reflections. So, okay, let's add a new page. Rating. I like to do the rating after, but I just have sections here. So how was my month? I'm grateful for. Who made this month better? I just wanted to show you guys. I'll probably go and fill this out personally. I guess my top accomplishment is getting a new job this month. I haven't really been the best with tracking stuff this month, I can't lie. But top things I did this month, I can do that. Went to Disney with family. Yo, I had so much stuff to write, and now that I'm like trying to write it, I'm blanking. Or like saying in front of people for the first time in a long time. Some ins and outs. For me, what I can keep doing is mirror work. I've been doing like mirror work recently. I was doing it and then I fell off. So taking my vitamins and green juice, things like that. I really can't think right now. It's the camera, like it's y'all staring at me, that's why. Getting back to our August goals. August laptop wallpaper. I like ones that have sayings too, like that's nice. Progress over perfection. That's a good one. I just don't like the photo. I'm being picky. Better than yesterday. That's cute. Keep going. I'm just gonna pick one so we can move on. Project focus. I'm keeping that because I still didn't finish it. Goals. Now this is where it gets tricky because I really don't know. This is honestly still a goal. Finish my social media dashboard in Notion. My main goal this year is to work on my career, and like that's something that is gonna take a long time. It's not like it's gonna happen overnight, but I've been having a hard time like trying to break it down. Okay, so what I came up with is to pick 3 careers to study. Yeah, I really want to find a career, y'all, that like I'm passionate about. I know if I'm working in a job that I don't care about, or like I'm not passionate about, or it doesn't help people, I just am not gonna be fulfilled and happy, and we don't want that. So habits that I want to focus on, definitely the gym. Hold on, that's where this new app comes in. Journal, weekly. How do I look, y'all? Be honest. Something that I really want to start working on though is create something every week. Obviously this can be content, this could be a drawing, a poem, a painting, anything, as long as I'm creating something. And this is to help me create more than I consume. All right, so that's everything for August. What do we do next? Because next, let's go into this new app that I found. I don't know if it's gonna be here to stay, but it's called Done. I'm using it as a habit tracker right now. There's a lot of features that you need like premium for, which is annoying. I hate when they do that. You can also use this as like a goals tracker, but I like the setup. I asked ChatGPT to give me like the best apps or like tools for me to use for a habit tracker and things like that are ADHD friendly. This is the habits, so they make it really easy. It's cute. I like this setup. Create something at least once per week, so you can see this is weekly. Post a YouTube video once per week and journal at least once per week. But I love finding new apps and stuff that like help me be more productive, and I love sharing it with you guys because I love this stuff. It's getting hella dark in here too, by the way, but we can jump into monthly favorites and things like that because we gotta chat. I had to change into something comfortable. The albums I've been listening to, Justin Bieber's album Swag. Told you I changed. Mariah BB's album, kind of like Tyler, like Afro R&B. Yeah, I hope I don't get copyrighted. She has so many good songs though. With Travis Scott's album, I really like PBT, Travis Scott with Vibes, Cartel, and Tyler. Alright, we're back. Battery had died. Jivion, my two favorite songs on his album right now. He has a lot. I really like most of, like, his whole album is fire. I really like Numb. I really like Avalanche. I wanna be the one to make you feel. I don't know the words yet. It's good though. There's a lot of good music out. I love making playlists and stuff. So I have my summertime mood playlist. It does need to be updated. And then I also really been listening to my house and pop essentials playlist. Now we gotta talk about TV shows. I am currently watching Perfect Match on Netflix. I don't want to spoil for anybody, but you probably know already. It was nice to see like one of the contestants on there actually got married and are having a baby. I'm finishing up Squid Games right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not crazy about this season. I think there's a lot of stupid things, and they should, honestly, they could have just left it at season 1. But one bomb ass show you guys probably already seen because it came out a while ago, and I never feel like I talked to you guys about it. It's called Forever on Netflix. I've been trying to get like my whole family to watch it together because I love seeing like positive black families like on these shows. It's so relatable, and I realized like me growing up, I never really had shows and like TV shows that I felt like I could relate to, like that related to my unique experience, especially my experience growing up in a PWI. It was either I was only seeing people who didn't look like me, or people who did look like me but had a totally different life experience than I did. So it's really nice to see like black shows that highlight all the different types of black experiences. But it's a good show. Like if you haven't seen it already, watch it. Let's talk about Love Island UK. I know I haven't finished it. I don't know if it's done yet or not. I had to stop watching it. Something about it is off. They bring people in here that are not attracted to black women like that, really. Like we had one OG black girl, which they normally do, and I understand that it is UK and does represent the majority, but it's just getting disrespectful at this point. So they have the girl in there, Alima. She's gorgeous, by the way. I just feel like they kind of did her dirty. I didn't like the fact that they did not want to have two black women in there at the same time. They just throw them in there just to say that they had them, like for diversity reasons. Even like Asian, like there was one Asian girl. Important to have people in there that you can relate to. It could be really isolating when you don't have that, and I feel like they purposely did that. And then I also don't like the fact that, spoiler alert by the way, they had her go home when she still had a connection in the house. It's just like, okay, we only gonna have one of them in at a time. That's what it felt like. And mind you, I haven't finished the season, so maybe like they changed up how they were doing it, but so far it's just this one was a hard watch for me this season. Now Love Island USA, this season was crazy. Like the fans this season low-key ruined it. The producers ruined it. Even the cast low-key ruined it. But I do think that this season was still good, even though it wasn't as wholesome. It drew a lot of people in. There was a lot of drama. Like it kept me interested. I wanted to keep watching. Like this was the first year I think that we had Love Island watch parties, which was crazy. You would have thought the Super Bowl was on. The way people were screaming. I've been watching also Beyond the Villa too, the first spin-off show. I like it. Like people are saying mixed feelings about it. I love that cast from that season, so it's nice to see them like in the real world and stuff. Y'all, if you don't know, Kenny and Janae drama, that was a big bomb drop for me. Can't believe you faked something for a year and a half. I always knew though, I'm not gonna lie. Something in his eyes. Books now, I've been really terrible with reading this year. Really terrible. But I'm still reading 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I'm like in the middle of it now, so I'm almost done. It's really good. Like it picks up. So like her books, I feel like her books like have a slow beginning for me, the first few chapters, but once you hit like that part in her books, I can't put her books down. Like it's really, really good. It's 9 o'clock. As you can see, I don't know if you can tell, the tiredness is entering my body. I hope you enjoyed this video. I already know like this video is gonna piss me off and I'm probably not gonna like it, but we gotta post anyway. Leave me down anything, okay? Leave me down some goals that you have for the month. If you don't want to leave me down some goals, leave me down some TV shows and some books that you recommend us to read for this month. If you made it to the end, comment the yellow flower emoji. Love y'all. See you in my next one. Bye.